Let's take a look at this example. This time, the system of two linear equations has fractions. Many students, when they see fractions, they get scared and they get a little bit confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do. So, what you're supposed to do first? My advice? Eliminate fractions. How we can eliminate these fractions? By multiply both sides of each equation by the common denominator for that particular equation. So, the common denominator for the first equation is equal 5. Okay, so I have to multiply my first equation by 5. The common denominator for 5, 2, and remember, anytime we have whole number, you can convert this to fraction by writing 2 over 1. There's like invisible 1 in the denominator over here. So common denominator for this invisible 1, 5, and 2 is 10. That's why I'm going to multiply the second equation by 10. And let's take a look what we will have. We have 5 times negative 4x, let me do everything step by step, plus 5 times 2 over 5 y is equal 5 times 3. Let me copy down the second equation. I have 10 times 2x, you can write this x inside of the parentheses or outside of the parentheses in this case, plus 10 times 3 over 5. Again, you can write this y inside of the parentheses or outside of the parentheses, doesn't matter, equals 10 times 5 over 2. Next, perform the multiplication. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20x. 5 and 5 from the denominator will cancel out. And I end up with positive 2y equals 5 times 3 is equal 15. I'm finished with the first equation. Please notice that this equation looks much simpler than this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the second equation. We have 10 times 2, which is equal 20x. 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2 times 3 is equal 6. Y equals 10 divided by 2 is equal 5. 5 times 5 is equal 25. Please notice that x coefficients are the same and they have different signs. We have invisible positive sign and we have negative sign. Anytime we have the same value, right, of coefficients next to either variable and different signs, we're supposed to add the equations together. So I have negative 20 plus 20 is going to give me 0. I'm going to eliminate my x variable. 2 plus 6 gives me 8y, and this is equal 15 plus 25 is equal 40. In order to find y coordinate, I'm supposed to divide both sides of my equation by whatever is multiplied to y, divided by 8. So my y coordinate is equal 5. Okay? Next, we're supposed to find value of x. You're supposed to take, let's say, one of these equations, or you can take the simplified version. You can take one of these. So take always the one which has the lowest numbers, okay? So I'm going to take first one, because I have 2 instead of 6 and I have 15 instead of 25. Okay, so the numbers are simpler. So I'm going to copy this down over here. Minus 20x plus 2y is equal 15. Y we found is equal 5. So instead of y, I'm going to write 5. I have minus 20x plus 2 times 5 is equal 15. Minus 20x plus 10 equals 15. In order to find value of x, I have to move 10 to the right side, and I'm going to have minus 20x equals 15 minus 10. Minus 20x is equal 5. In order to find value of x, I'm supposed to divide both sides equation by negative 20. Negative 20 and negative 20 will cancel out, and I have x equals invisible positive sign divided by negative sign will give me negative, and 5 and 20 are divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5 is equal 1. 20 divided by 5 is equal 4. This is my x coordinate. And if you are going to plug in these values into these two equations, you're supposed to notice that the left side of the equation is equal to the right side of the equation, okay? And also in the second equation, the left side is supposed to be equal to the right side. So we can say that the ordered pair x equals negative 1/4 and y equals 5 is the solution to the system.